Hey guys, this is No Solution. I'm Scott, and as you can see, I'm back down in the dungeon after a bit of a change of scenery for the live stream. Um, so it's kind of basically just a thank you video. I'm going to do some U records, continuing Jacob's alphabet thread. I'm now behind, so probably do V later this week. But yeah, I just really wanted to say thanks to everyone who came by the live stream. It means the world to me that anyone would bother. So I really wanted to say thanks. I think I got everybody that was in the chat, but uh, Dylan HM2 Powell, thanks so much, man. Keith, Attack from Down Under. I don't know what time it was in Australia, but Australia. I did my gimmick and I didn't mean to. New Zealand, sorry. I'm sure it was not a convenient time, but thanks so much for being in there. Jason Black Leather Eyes, thank you, and I'm very sorry for the Angel Witch slander. Trevor from Flat Round and Spun, I saw him in there early, so thank you, man. Trevor from Fumes of Hatred, thanks so much for your support. Garage Geek, thank you for being there the whole time, and also for jumping in when things weren't going so well, and I was waiting for Eli. We had a bit of a mix up on that, but Eli did make it. So, but Garage Geek jumped in to help me out there while we were waiting. Sorry, my cat is freaking out down here. John from Rock and Metal Plus, he just been on stream for Jeff at Gas Max and Hand Grenades the night before, and then he was on mine, so I really appreciate it, man. And of course, have to say thanks to Simon Pieface. Thanks for coming, man. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, technically went well. The stream didn't end, which just happened to be in the other stream I did. It kept bombing out on me, so it was fun, and I hope to do more. Hopefully, collaborate with some other people and kind of get some topics that would be of interest to both of us, and see how that goes. So thanks again, everybody. It was a lot of fun, and hope you enjoyed it. Next thank you is to Rollinghead, specifically Dean and Dave Van Dyke, two members of the band. Dean played guitar, Dave played bass. So I think, if I have it right, Dean stumbled across my video first. It was my contest entry for Vinyl Martini Jack, and I had brought up Rollinghead and just talked about their releases, and had mentioned that the only thing I was missing was their 7-inch. And both guys commented and really thanked me, and that it just made me feel really good. That one of the cool things about doing videos is things like that. People you admire see the video and say thanks, and that's really cool. But Dean said, "Hey, I've got a copy of the 7-inch to complete your collection if you want it." And I was like, "Hell yeah, I want it!" So he sent it right out. It came today, so I just wanted to kind of show that off. This is the Rollinghead 7-inch. It was recorded in '92, after the first full length Daddy Horse and before the second. So the songs are "Lie Down" and "I Still Blame You," which are on the second album, but different recordings. And I have not actually played this yet. Just got it, but really looking forward to it. So it's got a little lyric sheet in there and recording information. A little catalog from the label, just to make anybody feel old. All 7 inches are $3 postpaid in the USA. Not anymore. And there was a little handwritten note in here from the label, Third Gear Records. I assume it was to Dean. But yeah, thanks so much, Dean. I really appreciate it. And there are actually 4 variants of this. There's black, white, red, and purple, and I have the purple. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, colored vinyl in the early 90s, kind of not something you see all the time, so that was pretty neat. So yeah, that is my Rollinghead gift. Thanks again, guys. I really appreciate it. And all right, let's go to the U's. Just kind of some weirdo ones in here. This is the first weirdo one. UFO Live. So this came out originally, I think, in Japan in '71 and everywhere else '72. This is material from the first two albums, which when they were kind of like space rock. Um, yeah, before it's still Phil Morgan, Pete Way, but before Michael Schenker, obviously. Um, so I don't have the first two UFOs, and based on this, I don't think I need them. I just found this super cheap in an antique mall. Obviously, not the original cover, and the original release is just the first 6 tracks. This has also Rock Bottom and Built for Comfort somewhere else. I don't know where. Because as you will see, here's the disc on something called Fuel Records, and then here is the entire inlay booklet liner notes, just this little write-up here. And there's a whole thing about how they're friends of the earth and they're trying to save the world by recycling, blah, blah, blah. We're reducing the amount of paper used to make this product, and whenever possible, we use recyclable paper. So I guess this giant jewel case made of plastic. The disc itself made of plastic. That is okay, but having like 2 extra pages of paper would have destroyed the earth, I guess. And it says, if you enjoyed the CD and would like to learn more about UFO, please email us at albumlinernotes@yahoo.com. Please indicate the name of this album in the header of your email. Thank you for thinking green and supporting UFO. So this is some weird label that, like a budget label that did a lot of like BBC recording releases. And then I guess somehow they got the rights to release this. And yeah. So not the preferred version of this, but it has the music and I listen to it and it's fine. I don't need anything else for that. Love that earlier UFO stuff, but not the really early. It's not for me. Pulled this out. Usurper, Threshold of the Usurper, their EP. Followed their first full length. This is the original on Necropolis Records. I got this when I had started reviewing for a magazine, and it was just sent to me as a promo. And I don't know, based on the looks of it, I was like, I don't know. I wasn't really into like black metal and whatnot at the time. I assume that's what this was. Came out in 97. And it's not. It's like very heavy Celtic Frost worship. But yeah, I just loved it right away. And there's a really cool version of Black Funeral on here, the Merciful Fate song, doing it kind of as if Celtic Frost did it. So yeah, Usurper, if you haven't heard them, check them out. They're actually going to be I keep bringing up Metal Threat Fest because I'm going to be going, and I saw they're playing there, and that'll be cool. I haven't heard them in years and years, so that'll be fun. And then I also have I got the reissue here. A very crudely drawn nude woman. That was kind of the best I could do for my use here. It's got 2 bonus tracks. One of them is a cover of Stormtroopin' from Ted Nugent, which is quite amusing. All right, then we got some Ulver here. First off, I'm going to show this. This is, as you would guess, a boot. And what it is reportedly it's the Ulver Vargnat demo, and then the Immortal promo from 1991 on something called Dead Not Found. That apparently this is the only thing they ever put out. I don't know. I heard a rumor this was actually a Wild Rags thing, but I don't know. So this kind of sounds like shit. It sounds like maybe it was recorded from a cassette and digital trickery happened. I don't know. Some of the songs on here are wrong. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things I got back in the day when both of these releases were impossible to find, except like on the original cassettes. So it's got the inlay of the original J card for Immortal, and then yeah, I guess the 7-inch maybe version. And just so you know what we're dealing with here. Let's see if you can read that. There we go. Dummy Burger what's it say? Absolute gay metal. And then him peeing his own face. So, yeah. Very, very cult, guys. But, so yeah, obviously I have real recordings of both of these things now, but this is just kind of a weird oddity that I've held on to. And of course I love like the first 3 Olivers like everybody does and the demo. But if I have to be honest, this is the one I've listened to the most. Perdition City, music to an interior film. And it comes in this like thick case because the booklet is pretty thick and a lot of just weird photography in there. So if you're not familiar with this, this is not metal at all. This is strange, I guess you would say avant-garde if you didn't want to actually describe it. There's definitely definitely electronic, some trip hop, some jazz influence. There's samples in there. Garm sings in like a croon pretty much through the whole thing. I don't know. I felt when this came out, it really captured my imagination, and it became the album that I put on to go to sleep. So I would listen to it like every night for a year. And it's caused a response where like now if I try to listen to it outside of that, it makes me want to go to sleep. But I really do like it. I think it's really great for what it is. It just, the sound of it reminds me, it makes me think of driving through a city. Say it just rained, everything's shiny, the blacktop is shiny, and it's night, and there's nobody on the road, and I don't know. That's the image it conjures up for me. And then the 2 follow-up EPs, Silence Teaches You How to Sing. This was limited to 2,000, and I guess sold out kind of quick. This one is a 24-minute track. Basically in that same vein, but even more like out there, kind of like I've heard it described as like glitch electronics. So there's melody in there, but it's kind of more just like a vibe EP. And then they did another EP after that, kind of in the same vein, Silencing the Singing. This was limited to 3,000, and this has 3 different tracks on it, but kind of in the same vein, and kind of a neat fold out there. And I've not kept up with Oliver. I know they've done, I don't know what they're doing now. I can only imagine, but these are the ones that kind of have stood the test of time for me. So that'll do it. Oh, I said it was going to be quick, and it wasn't very quick. I'm sorry. All right. So again, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. And as always, CM Punk is a piss baby. So I'll see you later.